Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do the things I love about my Indian FTR 1200. Now I've already made one of the dislikes. I will put a card to that at the end of this video. But the things I love about my Indian FTR 1200. First off, look at this thing. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I got the maroon metallic paint. It's got the, let's call it factory aftermarket Krapovich exhaust. The 22 came with the 17-inch wheels. A lot of people like to get rid of this fender situation, but I really like how that looks on this machine. Another thing I love about this FTR, seat height. In the 22 model, when they reduced the ride height and they reduced the wheel size, I can actually sit on this thing. Another thing I love about this bike is the modularity of it. You know, I can put, now that I have the luggage rack here, I can get a top case, I can put a big bag, I can put a small bag, I can get a tank bag, I can get a side bag. You know, this is going to be a little bit of a touring machine because I do like to tour and go on to a trip every now and then. So I will be using this bike to go on multi-day trips. Alright, let's hit the road and we'll talk about the rest of it while we're on the road. Alright, so the other things I love about this FTR is the handling. The handling of this machine is just like it would be on a sport bike. It has great rake, it has great lean over, and of course I get to a spot where somebody doesn't know how to drive in a roundabout. I feel like I can lean this bike over and hang with the best of them. This bike handles like an absolute dream. The other things I love about this bike, I love having the Tft Display. Now if you saw in the video of my hates of the auto, not going auto or dim, now that I stopped at that marina, it has now come back to light for me. So if you want to go see that video, go check it out at the end of this one. The other thing I love about this bike is the TFT. I love having the TFT and the ride command integrated. I'm a big music listener. I listen to music up in my helmet. And I like that when a phone call comes in, I can see who's calling. Now, I don't necessarily answer, but if I know it's my wife and she calls 2 or 3 times in a row, I know I gotta pull over and see what's going on. Same with the text message. Text message comes through, I can look down, I can see it's the buddy I'm gonna meet at the gas station in 10 minutes, and he says I'm already there. I can look down and see that he's already there, and now I know. And then I can quickly hit a button and get back to my speedometer. Very nice. It's very nice to be able to switch tracks with music. All I gotta do is hit the jog wheel right or left, for back or forward. There is no volume adjust. I have to adjust the volume on my individual helmet. But it is very nice to be able to just switch tracks and not have to worry about reaching up for my helmet and where I'm going to go from there. Another thing about this FTR is it is a head turner. That kind of goes to the first or second thing I said, where with the looks. Anytime I stop anywhere, I am always getting compliments, and you know, where did you get that? And I didn't know Indian made a motorcycle like that. And You know, it is definitely a head turner, and it definitely gets attention. The other thing I love about this bike is the motor. So I'm in 4th gear, 40 mile an hour, just cruising along, and it's easy to just accelerate on back end squats, and I made it to 70 in no effort, no shifting. I'm back down to cruising speed and nice RPM. For the most part, this bike is, if you're going in the 30s, it's 3rd gear, 40s 4th gear, 50s 5th gear, 60s 6th gear. But at any time you can downshift in the 2nd, and it will go like a bat out of hell, and the front end will get loose. So it's nice that this is a very nice streetable engine. You really couldn't ask for any more on a motorcycle engine. It's got great torque down low, it's got great power up top, it's got great roll-on speed with low end torque and grunt. You know, it sounds good. This bike sounds excellent. This bike sounds excellent. And another thing I love about this bike, the brakes. It's got basically the same brakes that they put on the Ducatis, Brembo calipers with Brembo master cylinder. I'm going to do a hard stop. There's nobody behind me here. Stop you right on a dime, one finger. Another thing I love about this bike is, you know, while it is relatively heavy for the class of bike it's in, I love that it's so light. Coming from a touring bike, being 500 pounds is, to me, a light bike. I can move this thing around my garage and driveway without having to feel like I need to be on the bike. I can pull it off the side stand, pop it into neutral, and back it out and maneuver it in my driveway. And with the Harley touring bike, you know, if you weren't sitting on it, you really weren't moving it. That was a lot of machine, 850, 900 pounds with the tour pack. The other thing I love about this bike, the comfort. You know, I did have to add a few things and upgrade the seat and make the handlebars come up a little higher, but I tell you what, it's nice to have a bike that has the acceleration, handling, and stopping of a sport bike, but has the comfort of, you know, let's say it's not the comfort of a cruiser, but it's not the comfort of a sport bike either. You know, I have a bad back, and I can ride all day comfortably without any issue. See that handling part come in right here, and here's the engine part right here. I love that I can just pick up on this bike and take it out for a quick ride around the neighborhood, and it does it. Well, alright guys, well, that was a quick video on the things I love about my Indian FTR. Please join me next time on Carolina Motovlog.